Not in the bar.
Not in the apple.
Not in the bar. No one.
Where were you? Where were you when that
alive.
song dropped?
I was in Planet Earth. Either as a liquid or...
That's three throwback songs back to back. Ray and T, Not in the Park, Two Faces, Divya, Fniva, and what's the first one?
P-Square. Tell us a story.
Like those songs just take me back to when I was actually a boy.
Yeah.
When I was really a boy. It just didn't get back memories.
And then the Two-Face track reminded me of when I thought I was going to be a rapper. What?
When you thought you were going to
like,
be a rapper.
What? I could sing everything in that song back to back.
Let's go.
Say
something.
Oh yeah now.
Oh yeah.
Hey. The same song, Abby.
Now.
How do you even start first?
I wake up in the morning now.
I wake up in the morning and I stretch up my feet.
You say?
I say a thank you prayer and then I brush up my teeth.
You say?
Hey.
That's not why we are not.
Anyway, I thought I was going to be a rapper.
But somehow.
But yeah, I'm here in the studio cooking up some hits. I'm in the studio now cooking up some hits.
Welcome back to Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. Throwback Thursday is what you're onto, and today we're just going to be throwing back to things in the form of the past. I just remind you that you are getting old, all right? Miles, Peter, and let's get to the first story of today that I find a bit interesting. I want to talk about. A lot of people talk about this. I think I complain about this sometimes too.
Right.
Okay, so a Nigerian woman residing abroad says at some point in life of a Nigerian living in the diaspora, they realized that people back home value money more than their presence. In a Twitter thread shared on her handle at General_Oluchi, she opined that some relatives living in Nigeria are too greedy, that all they care about is the money one sends home and not the person's well-being. As in, she was really ranting. She even said at some point, she said she told somebody that she's coming to Nigeria. In fact, she just came to Nigeria. She didn't announce. She came unannounced, and they saw her and they're like, "What are you doing here? Why didn't you just send the money instead of you
spending it on flight?
Why did you just send us the money instead?" So what do you think about this? Like, really, do you think Nigerians are actually all we care about is just money and not really the person abroad? God, just send us money. What do you think?
No.
Sodia?
Well, I think this lady's tweet is actually something that a lot of people are actually living through. Like those people that get the opportunity to leave the country, when you're coming, if you're coming home or anything, people are expecting you to either come with a car or come with, like, you must come loaded. Because they're especially like you have been to greener pastures, so you should not come empty-handed to where people are still in the trenches, that kind of thing. So I feel this mentality about Nigerians always preferring that you send money because they know that the currency in where you are is of much more value than the currency of where we are. So why are you coming? Just give us it. Well, it's actually a very, very wrong approach because this kind of things, if someone should die now, I'll be like, what do you miss the person for? It's only the money. What? Like what relationship do you have with the person, like one-on-one and all that? Because this thing, with the way society is going, we're already losing touch of physical interaction, personal communication.
Like we sit down at the table and everybody's on their phone. I hate that thing.
Didn't you have your phone? Do your thing. Do you have to hate it?
I hate it. Why are we all seated here and we can't talk and banter and gist and nudge each other?
Because right now,
because
right now we are living in an individualistic community. Everybody has to mind their business. I mean, we are going through a lot, coming from a lot, in a lot.
Okay,
so,
I'm not going to go into that with you right now. Let's talk about
this. I get what you're trying to say, but I'm trying to defend the people who do it.
No, say you want to beat me because you're bringing.
Yeah, I should. But yeah, we should
beat me. I'm in my house. I'm saying. So, what do you think, Feta? Really?
Anyway, for me, I feel like that's a reality. I can't relate to that because I haven't been outside the country before.
Do you have relatives abroad?
Yeah, I do.
Exactly.
So the thing is, for me, for someone like me who doesn't live with their parents, I realize that most times when I feel like it comes from a place of care sometimes. Not necessarily because they want to exploit you or all they care about is your money. But like you said, the approach is what we are talking about here. And then sometimes, they say the basis of interaction is meaning, So it's not really about what you say, but how you say it. So the person says, why you can't come? If I just bring the money, you're like, so you don't even care about me because I cared so much about you to want to be present. That's why I'm like bringing myself and not just dropping money or something. But it's the way the person says it that makes you understand or see where they're coming from. So recently, a friend of mine stays in Abuja. His older sister was going to get married, so he wanted to come. He didn't want to come over, so he wanted to send the money. And his mother was like, we don't need your money. So you are too big to come because you're not earning money. If you cannot come, keep your money. And I told him, I'm like, you have to make your mother understand. Flight is expensive. The road is dangerous. If you send the money to her, it's even better than you come. Because what are you coming to do? Just sit down and do what? The mother was like on his head, if you don't come, I don't need your money. He had to come. And trust me, it was too much. The bills was too much. Now, this is me. I'm not even a family member. I'm a friend telling him that.
Right.
I mean, out of a place of care, knowing that things are expensive, don't go. But the mother is saying that, I want your presence at this wedding. If you're not coming, I don't need your money. So I feel like this is our own reality. There's every tendency that people out there actually feel the same way or do the same thing, but the approach is what matters. Where are you coming from? A place of care or being entitled or just being selfish?
Okay. I think I'm going to pick one or two things from what you said. Like, okay, so my mother's supposed to come to the country. She's supposed to be here next month, but we had shifted to January, late January, because the flight tickets and all that. But let me just be honest with you. Low key in my mind.
You want her to send
low key in my mind. Seriously, after she purchased the tickets and everything, and I was doing calculations of what she was going to be spending here and all. I'm like, why this woman not just let us put this money into one business? And because she has a business in Nigeria that she's trying to build. Like, let's just make it bigger. Why don't we just put that money there? What are you coming saying? I have to come and see you. I come and see you. I want to come and see my granddaughter. I'm like, oh, gosh.
We don't want to see you.
I know I want to see her, but I'm thinking about let's be reasonable right now. The economy is not really smiling
that's a place
right
of care.
Do you understand? The economy is not really smiling right now. Not like I want to. Of course, I want to hug my mother, see my mother, but at the same time, I'm like, do you know how much we're spending?
Miles, one of the comments of this same story, somebody was saying that one time she got an iPhone 14. I can't remember if it's a guy or a girl. And then the family members screenshotted the price of the and sent her that.
So this is the phone you are using now. A phone of over 1 million.
So they were not like, for you to be able to afford this kind of phone for yourself, you have to send us money. That one now must be meant, please, because how?
And we have the entitled ones and all. But one thing I want a lot of Nigerians to understand is this. I'm going to say this. If you like, beat me. Cannot come to my house and beat me. Like, you see, people living abroad are actually going through a lot themselves. A lot. When you hear what these people pay
it's
per
not so
rent,
rosy.
like what I pay annually per rent is what some people pay per month. Not even some people, what they pay per month there, right? So they're going through a whole lot there themselves. It's not that easy. It's not a bed of roses. It's not a walk in the park for them also. So we need to just be really understanding and not just so our father, send us money. Our father, like when people tell me, like when I say, oh, I want to do something, I want to achieve something, and it's like, your brother is abroad, your mother is abroad.
I don't understand how old I am. Like,
I don't understand. That's what some people like. Miles, how far now? 0909 804 804. It's the numbers to be part of and just share your opinions or your views on whatever we're talking about. And like I said earlier, our third caller actually walks away with 2K airtime. Just airtime, just so that you can flex.
Just be online.
So let's move to this next story before we go for a break, because we should be having a guest pretty soon, hopefully, if the network permits us. Now, a song dropped recently, 2 days ago, midnight to be precise, right? And the song is actually making mad waves all over the place.
Let's talk about it.
Like, the song we're talking about is a very loaded song that has one of the hottest and sexiest women in Nigerian music scene on it. That's Tiwa Savage. I have a huge crush, right? And one of the hottest, if not the hottest, male artists right now. Happens to be Ashake on the song. The song is called Loaded. But since that song dropped, tongues have been wagging, even though the song is not #1 right now, but tongues have been wagging. This is what they have to say. Now, several reactions have started trailing how popular Nigerian singer Tiwa Savage addresses her leaked tape in the music video of her new song, Loaded, featuring YBNL signee Ashake. Tiwa Savage dropped the music video of her anticipated song, Loaded, and by extension captured the hearts of music lovers who are already making the song the rave of the moment. However, one thing that triggered reactions among social media users was the fact that Tiwa Savage speaks on the leaked tape lyrically and the scene interpreted in the Loaded music video lyrically. Now, Tiwa Savage justified her leaked tape as she uttered that there's nothing to be ashamed of. Rather, bloggers only want to tarnish her image. This is what she said in the song. In her words, she said, bloggers only want to use me to trend. And that means blogger, one fair me basta. Sex tape can't destroy my life. Sex tape could buy me jet. Just that little fun. Now, who never mess up hands in the hair? That's what she said. And everybody's like, why would she say that? Why would she say that? And she's a mother. Why would she use her leaked tape to put in a living? Actually, for me, first, let me just talk about that song first before you guys eat me. For me, Tiwa's verse on that song wasn't strong, honestly, for me.
Chop knuckle, take my teeth.
I think I expected it to be more from Tiwa on that song.
Too much,
and
man.
the tone, I don't know if it's because of how Ashake's tone, I don't know.
Yeah.
She was sounding like she was squeaking, as far as I'm concerned.
I wouldn't even say squeaking. She was whispering.
It was
Like,
I'm like, louder, Tiwa, louder.
Tiwa can
very, very
sing.
low, yeah.
Tiwa is a singer. Like, so I was really like, okay, well.
And how was it that she was even trying to sound like Ashake? How was it that she
Okay.
was trying
In a way.
to make like that's not your
No,
sound.
she wasn't
That's
trying
not
to
your
sound
thing.
like, she was just trying to bounce
Match
off.
up. You can't
bounce
match
off his
up.
style.
When she did that collaboration with what's his name again, Pato Ranking, was she
Gelio,
sounding like
yeah.
Pato Ranking? She
Gelio.
wasn't. Yes.
She was Tiwa there.
She was Tiwa
Yeah,
there.
and
So
she
give us
was
a Tiwa
making
with
efforts.
Ashake, and then you go, what is that? I mean, guy, I won't even just lie. From when I heard Cool Cool Fun, I knew something was going on, but I couldn't place my hand on it. So the thing is, for me, I think that song would have been so much better if, only if, Ashake is not just the rave of the moment.
Why do you say why? What's the reason?
I mean, people won't be saying that Tiwa Savage did this or that if Ashake is not on everyone's lips at the moment.
Oh.
You see how everybody's just vibing to his tracks, his hit songs. Anybody who does a collaboration with him has to do better or do more. I don't know if you get me.
So like, is a standard now that they have to like?
Yeah, I mean, Ashake is a trailblazer, is a trendsetter.
Okay.
So you see, you being in a video with that guy, you've got to really do a lot more than just trying to hold his shoulder and be like,
Wait, yeah,
They
you're
want
making it look
more.
like he's on a higher level than Tiwa.
I'm not saying, I'm saying like
career-wise.
right now he's, come on.
What, right now is what?
Ashake is a mood now. Like you just be like,
Okay, the way you feel,
I'm saying
like, I'm an
Ashake.
Ashake fan, right? Initially, when Ashake,
Definitely,
when
me
Ashake
too.
came through, when Ashake
I love
initially came
Tiwa
through,
too.
I really didn't like his sound initially
I liked
when he
it
came
immediately.
through, right? Then after the second single, I'm like, okay. The third single, okay.
After
right?
Mokwe,
I don't understand.
Right.
Which one did you not like? The
Just
first one that
wait,
dropped was on
first time.
Mokbe. Why would you not
do
like
want to
it?
beat? No, I like
Because let's go on a break because this
It was
what?
Sungba. I didn't like Sungba initially.
I don't really like Sungba.
Initially, I didn't like Sungba. It had to grow on me, right? That's even though
When you
it's
hear
not-
songs a lot, you
At a
It
point,
grows on
it's not,
you.
even,
You
it's,
start-
not, it's not even because of that. When people start to talk about it, everybody likes it. You just like it because everybody likes it.
peer pressure.
Peer pressure. No, she didn't know. He didn't know.
even PSF over the chop safe, you know they see pressure, this like that. So you were saying,
Don't leave me, bro.
tell them you were saying.
Yeah, so about
Tiwa's
this
matter now.
Tiwa's issue, yeah, I feel like the fact that people are actually judging her based on, you know, we've had lots of celebrities and have their tapes leaked,
Licked, yeah.
and
Thank
that
you.
kind
And
of
some
thing.
leaked it themselves.
Yes,
Even if we
Yeah.
can't
and things
verify
like
that.
this, yeah, these tapes, they either make you or they break you. But they didn't do any of that to Tiwa. I don't, because she already kind of made before it happened.
Right.
And the fact that she's actually a mother is something that people are actually feeling sensitive about. Like, you have a
Don't be
little boy
sensitive
there, and
about
all, like, he could see something like this somewhere, because the social media is everywhere. Like, you can't really restrict some things that kids have access to now. But then the fact that she has a son and a kid, not just because he's a boy, is a child, and he being you know, he's still and what's the word, he's still
It's still
a
going?
minor.
Okay.
Yeah, and the fact that he is going to at some point know that his mother was this, was
So
talked
what?
about this way, is something that Nigeria should just, it's not our business. Like,
Good.
you should just
Okay.
leave it, just let it be, because they will sort it
In
out
the, in the
themselves.
nearest future, when Jamil gets to like 2025, he dare not have an argument with some people and do your mama jokes.
No, let's not even
He
bring
He
that
dare
point.
not go into
No.
argument like just do your mama jokes.
Everybody has dirty garments.
But what I want to say is this: here, a lot of people have had their tapes leaked, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest tapes in history that made a person that is actually one of very, very rich and
KK.
big right
We
now
know,
is
Kim.
Kim Kardashian, and that thing made her. She went from being a PA to Paris Hilton to being even bigger than
Bigger.
Paris Hilton, right? I am not saying it's the way to go. I'm not saying the way forward, but. She was the person. Tiwa was the person who went through this, and she knows what she went through.
Yeah.
Like, did you
And
see
her
the
putting it
interview?
in a song.
Did you see the interview when she was explaining like this something happened to me when the thing broke? Because she
Yeah.
broke it herself. Like she's broken and everything. She understands what it took for her to get out of that space.
Of that space.
Now, if she drops it in a song, like that's what music is about. It's a message. Like, do you understand? It's a message. You explain your message to people. Let people know what you're feeling, how you're feeling at all time. So if she's putting in a song, it's poetry. If she's putting in a song and explain, like, look, that thing was almost going to mess me up, but it did not. Bloggers were just trying to do blah blah. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Everybody should take several seats behind.
It's 21st century. It's content. Everything is content. I'm gonna say that. Plus the fact that you guys, when I was reading through the comments, I was like, don't do Nigerians, stop it. Don't always drag this boy, a child, into everything she does.
Oh, trust me, that
I don't like that. I mean, you were about to say when Jam Jam. Don't say when he's 25. He has a whole life ahead of him.
I'm not saying he can't have some kind of arguments.
I'm saying like he can have it if he wants to. His mother was African bad girl. Come on, you don't say anything. Yeah. Nobody's going to tell me anything. She built a brand for herself. She has lived, I mean,
she did.
If you want to give it to Tiwa, she's one of the, women in Nigeria, female artists in Nigeria who have been able to sustain their game for like up to a decade.
Over a decade.
And you cannot tell me that as a celebrity, scandals will not happen. It's how you get over it, how you move on. See how she moved on. Like, let's have some cuckoo fun. She moved on swiftly.
And then Nigerians are not in support of her promoting
that on the song. But hear what she said. She said, if you haven't committed any sin, now throw a stone. Can you?
Hands in the air, no hands.
I can't. Even I can't. I just want to say, girl.
Hand. I'm joking.
I wish you well.
All right, cool. She
be
wishes her
careful.
well. I think I'm on Tiwa's side here. Like, you can express herself the way she wants. She had an intimate relationship with somebody she was in a relationship with, and it got out. It's how they do their thing. Is that everybody has their fetish and what they like to do. It's their business, right? But when you're in a public face, things like this will definitely come out, and everybody just if you are in a public face right now, like we are, if you sit down a certain way, like why is Feta sitting down like that? People sit down like that every day, but because you are a celebrity, everybody will talk about it, right? So I'm with Tiwa all the way. I don't know about you, but I'm with Tiwa.
Yeah.
Right, but we're not saying indecency is okay.
Oh, of course it's not.
We're
not saying it's okay. We're saying like
talking about indecency. There's this girl that did. I don't know if you guys have seen her. She's on Instagram. She did a refix to Cristiano's song, and she did it like if Burna was on the song. This was what Burna was going to sound like.
Oh,
okay, that girl.
The cough, right? Is it the Odo song?
Yes, that song, right? Yes, that song, and she did well, right? So yesterday she dropped another cover to another song, right? But yesterday she was looking. I saw it on Instagram, and she just had a bra top on, and I'm like, she's really young, and I commented, mistake of my life. I commented and said, oh, nudity is in the way, blah blah blah. Why don't you just you have talent, that is given, right? Yeah. Just go that way. You can be sexy at the same time. People finish me. Nigerians are so try and travel out of this country. That's why she nude like. I'm like, she's still young. Why is she wearing bra?
She's trying to sexualize herself, and it's too early.
You understand?
Yeah, I get where you were coming from.
Going to keep solo.
Let's go and enjoy some throwback music. Don't go nowhere. It's still tea time. Throwback Thursday.